A priest was called away for an emergency. Not wanting to leave the confessional unattended, he called his rabbi friend from across the street and asked him to cover for him. The rabbi told him he wouldn't know what to say, but the priest told him to come on over, and he'd stay with him for a little bit and show him what to do. The rabbi comes, and he and the priest are in the confessional. After a few minutes, a woman enters and says, "Father, forgive me for having sinned." The priest asks, "What did you do?" The woman says, "I committed adultery." Priest, "How many times?" Woman, 3 times. Priest, "Say 2 Hail Marys, put $5 in the box, and go and sin no more." A few minutes later, a man enters the confessional. He says, "Father, forgive me, for I have sinned." Priest, "What did you do?" Man, "I committed adultery." Priest, "How many times?" Man, 3 times. Priest, "Say 2 Hail Marys, put $5 in the box, and go and sin no more." The rabbi tells the priest that he thinks he's got it, so the priest leaves. A few minutes later, another woman enters and says, "Father, forgive me for having sinned." Rabbi, "What did you do?" Woman, "I committed adultery." Rabbi, "How many times?" Woman, "Once." Rabbi, "Go do it 2 more times." "We have a special this week, 3 for $5. Ops. 2 Jewish men are waiting for a train. The younger man asks the older man for the time, but the older man ignores him. After a while, the younger man again asks for the time, and again, the older man ignores him. Frustrated, the younger man finally asks, "Why won't you answer me when I ask you for the time?" The older man sighs and explains, "Look, if I tell you the time, we'll start to talk. Then, when the train comes, you might sit down next to me. Perhaps we'll get to know each other, and maybe I'll eventually invite you to my house for Shabbat dinner. Maybe then you and my daughter would really get along, you might even get engaged. And why would I want a son-in-law who can't even afford a watch?" If this makes your day, then subscribe for more. Stay happy.